Hello everyone, I'm Rachel Tessman from stampyourartout.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Andover, Minnesota in the US, and today I have a special presentation for you. It was requested that I share a lot of the new products that are coming out soon in January. These are January debut products, and I'm a little late in the game. I'm sure there are other demonstrators out there that pre-ordered and have videos out there, but it was still requested, so I'm gonna do it. And I hope that you enjoy all the products that I've purchased and what I'm showing to you today. Maybe it will inspire your wish lists. I'm also gonna talk about several promotions and new product type stuff that is happening now and will happen in December. And then I have show and share ideas, cards that have been sent to me, gifts that have been sent to me, things that you have created that I've received and that I can show to you and hopefully give you creative inspiration from. So welcome everyone. It's Saturday, November 29th, and it is, well, 2025, and at 10 a.m. Central Time as I'm coming to you live. So if you are new to my channel, I hope you stick around and enjoy what I have to share. If you like what I'm sharing, please subscribe. You can subscribe by hitting that subscribe button, and then you can set your notifications using the bell. And if you enjoy this video, please click the thumbs up. All right, let's get going. I have so much to share. We're gonna start with the products that are January release products, and I'm gonna bring it to my desktop so you can see all of the goodness. All right, it's so fun. So I don't have a moderator today, so I'm going to try to pay really hard attention to the comments so that if you have any questions rolling in, I can answer them. If you do have a question, make sure that it stands out. I see lots of hellos. I see lots of talking about the weather, where you're from. It's so fun, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. The emojis and capital letters and question marks really make a question stand out, just so you know. So, yay! And all these familiar names. I love it. Okay, we're going to start with, let's start with this one. So this is a pack of designer paper that's 6 by 6, and it's similar to one of the Christmas ones that we have out right now that's actually, I think, still unavailable, but it creates all of these fun tags. And so this one is going to be great for any of you who want to do some quick Valentine's type of cards. Maybe this would be a great pack of paper to get if you have children in school that are still exchanging Valentines with their classmates, because you have all of these little areas that you can cut out and just slap onto a piece of cardstock or one of those little note cards, and you have an instant Valentine, right? So you can see that this one is separatable. Oh, and another thing is you can actually turn these into like a tag or something that hangs, because you have a backside and a front side that are connected. You can choose, just like with designer paper, which side you want to use, but I think that's kind of cool. And then we have this set in the pack. So you get 8 sheets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of each. So 8 times 6 is what, 48? So 48 sheets of designer paper that's called Love Notes. And the colors are Azure Afternoon, Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Real Red, and Black. Okay. All right, so we have that side and that side. See how they flip over and they can be used together? This is just traditional designer paper, double-sided. Gotta love the blue stripes. And then here we have some pretty purple paper. My friends Nancy and Kayla would probably love this because it's pink polka dots on purple. Their 2 favorite colors. And then we have this one, which is also dividable, right? And we have this one. So lots of great Valentines can come from this, but you could also use this paper for really any time of year. If you are maybe making some, thinking of you type cards, or if you're doing a wedding, congrats kind of card or something. Anyways, hope that you enjoyed that pack. So now I'm going to move on to some Eastery types of quick instant card products, okay? This one is called Easter Time Mix and Match. Hello, Tampa. Hello, Germany. This is so fun. I love it when you tell me where you're from. Oh, blustery in Texas? You guys are getting some wind, huh? So this is an ephemera pack. And with an ephemera pack, you have pieces that you can punch out and you have instantly ready to add to a card, scrapbook page, project, home decor, whatever. They are not adhesive anymore. So, so that's nice because I was taking some of my ephemera that we had just recently and pouncing it with the little embossing buddy to get the stickies off so I could put dimensionals on it and pop it up. So now we have a choice, which is great. You can either stick it down flat or put it up high, and you don't have to worry about removing any adhesive. And there's 2 sheets of 3 different kinds. So here we have the eggs, the wreath, the bunny, super cute bunny. And then we have some purple and yellows and greens, of course. And then we have this sheet. So lots of great ephemera to use for Easter cards or springtime cards. Again, it's called Easter Time Mix and Match Ephemera. The colors, did I already mention the colors? Azure Afternoon, Crushed Curry, Early Espresso, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, and Gorgeous Grape. So I'm not showing you, by the way, every single product that's coming up that's new, but I am showing you the things that I bought, which is a lot. Hey, Randy, glad you could join. Okay, we have an embossing folder that is really, really cool. It is called Stone and Vine. I'm gonna bring the camera a little closer to the table because I think the lighting that way you can see it better, but it's called Stone and Vine, and it's a 3D embossing folder, so it's pretty thick. You'll want to use your gray plate and then your platform with your embossing folder and paper inside. And you can see there's lots of stones. It's like a stony path, and then you have these really, really pretty leaves along the path. And when you emboss it, and I embossed it onto some of our new paper, you get this look. Really cool. So Stone and Vine 3D embossing folder. And here's the back side. Almost looks like starfish on the back side, doesn't it? All right. Another product that we have. Oh, I should go back to this one. This is more ephemera. And this ephemera is called Unforgettable Times Mix and Match. This is going to be great for a lot of you scrapbookers because you have instant titles for your pages. Same as the last pack, you get 3 different sheets, but 2 of each. You can already see a peek of the gold ones here. So we have on this first one, those sentiments. I mean, perfect for scrapbooking, aren't they? And again, they are not adhesive back, so you could pop them up with dimensionals on your projects, or you can adhere them flat. You get a choice of what kind of adhesive you want to do. Everyday life, family fun, good time, or capturing good times. See, they're perfect, aren't they? This is so awesome for the scrapbookers. You don't have to worry about buying a bunch of letters, whether they're dies or stamps. You have instant titles for your pages. And then this is the gold one, and you can see it's got a nice foil sheen to it. You could also use these for cards too, but I'm definitely excited about the scrapbooking options for that. Okay, loving it? Are you guys loving it? Do you have a favorite product so far? All right, so now this one, and you can see I've already used a portion of it. In fact, I should bring that embossing piece over here because it just looks stunning when it's embossed. This paper is a packet of Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, and I believe that's Lemon Lolly. Let me look at the back side here. The product is called Pastel Shimmer Paper. Bubble Bath, sorry, not Pretty in Pink. Bubble Bath, Lemon Lolly, and Pool Party. And it is just that. It is 2-sided shimmery paper. It does not have like sparkle, like a glittery kind of look to it. Instead, it has a shimmer look, very smooth, very easy to touch. So if you like that hint of, I don't know, a little bit of glitz, but you don't like glitter paper or glimmer paper, this here is a perfect type of paper for it. And again, the embossing, when it's embossed, it's just stunning. It's almost like candy. Isn't that cool? Hey, Nancy Pet Shower, how are you today? Hey, Coco, awesome. Thank you for joining, you guys. The next product that I want to share that's a kind of a standalone product is this set of sparkly embellishments. And what I love about a lot of our embellishments that are coming out that look like this is that they're making them nice and flat, which allows for, you know, postage to not have to, like, you don't have to spend too much on postage, right? You can pretty much keep your card in that flat kind of feel, but you can feel the roundness too. But if you look at the side of this, I mean, look at It's hardly lifted at all. There's just hardly any height to it. So low profile is what I would consider that, and they're called Sparkle Dot Essentials. The colors, I'd have to look them up, but I believe we have Garden Green in here, we have Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, and I want to say that that's Secret Sea or Night of Navy. I'll have to look it up. But you can tell that it's got this shimmer to it, so it is easily adaptable to different pinks, different purples, different greens, different blues, right? Okay, let me do a quick check to see what colors we have in these sparkle dots. Sorry that I forgot to write that down beforehand. The sparkle dots, they are, and I can't actually show you the catalog yet. I can show you the front of it. I'll show you the front of it. The sparkle dots colors are Night of Navy. Yep, and all the rest were correct. Garden Green, Petunia Pop, and Pretty in Pink. So here is the new publication that will be coming out January 6th. And then along with that are some online exclusives. Because I don't have them separated into this is online, this is catalog, just know that all of this product can be found online once January 6th hits. And so don't worry about where it's from necessarily, just know that it's all gonna be new and debut at that time. The products that are debuting on January 6th that are online exclusives obviously aren't in the catalog, but you'll want to take a peek at them. Start getting in the habit of looking online because there's just so many awesome things that never appear in publications that you're going to miss if you don't look online as well, okay? All right, next we have, I'm going to set these in a pile. Okay, next we have a bundle that is really, really a fun one in my mind. Now, we all love flowers. I know sometimes you think, oh my gosh, there's more flowers, but that's because flowers are popular and everybody loves flowers, right? So this is the die pack. This is the stamp set. You can tell the difference in that the die pack will have this label at the top. This is our new packaging. It just debuted a couple of months ago, and now we are getting used to it, right? It's awesome. We have the Stampin' Cut and Emboss at the top for the dies, but we have the Fragrant Layers name of the stamp set and the dies. Here's the name of the dies right here. So you know they coordinate together. This says dies, this says stamp set. What I love to do with my stamps, and I want to thank again Patty Bennett for sharing her video, and then I did a video, but I love that she has her dies in her pack like this with the flap. Pressed down between the sleeve here. So all you have to do is just open the top, pull it out, and it's ready to use. With the dies, doing something similar. I've got mine on a magnetic sheet from Stampin' Storage, but this time I have my flap pulling the sleeve into this side because I can just keep it attached to the magnetic sheet. What I have on the back side here is the paper that came with the dies. And I just keep it there because when I have retired product, I like to put it on the original packaging that it had in order to resell it later on. So those are the dies. And you can see them here again too, the dies and the stamps. It's called Fragrant Layers. And this is online, by the way. I know this one is online. It's not in the catalog, but so pretty. So you have these sets of dies here and these stamps, and they all like coordinate together. It's amazing. So just think of all the creativity that you can have. You can die cut and then lay it over the top of this image. This could be like in foil. This could be in really, really pretty colors. You can layer these two together, these two together, these two together. You can layer all of them together. So there's lots of options. And you also have some great sentiments in here. So happy for you. It's your day. Just a note and hello. Kind of like all occasion stamp set. Okay. All right. Now, I have one more that is all kind of by itself, and then I'm going to show you 3 suites. Suites are a collection of products that all coordinate together, but you can buy the items separately. So we have this stamp set, which is amazing in my mind. It is called Reason to Celebrate, and you can see a great font, by the way, or fonts, and then you can connect and make different messages. So it's a great all-around type of sentiment stamp set that you can use on lots of different projects. You could just get a designer pack of paper add these stamps to it and have instant cards, right? You could take, if you're an alternate project creator with kits, you could take and get this stamp set and have so many more options than just relying on the stamps that come with the kits. Pretty cool, right? Okay. Hey, Marcia, glad you could join. Yeah, isn't that a great bundle? I love it, Diane. Okay, the next thing that I want to show you is, I think I'm going to start with the suites that I'm not creating with right now. This, creating with, what do you, I am creating with all of them, but there's one that I'm going to sit down and color with, okay? That way we can talk about a promotion that's happening right now. But let's dive into this suite here. It is called, this whole suite is called Beach Boardwalk. And we have the Boardwalk Fun stamp set, and we have the Boardwalk Fun dies that go in this suite. So when you have a bundle, what's great about it is things coordinate, right? All the pieces coordinate with each other. So you could, take and do all kinds of cards and projects with it because of the coordination. But the nice thing about a stamp and die bundle is that when you buy them together, you save 10%. Anytime you see a bundle, a current bundle, and if you like one or the other, just get them both because it just makes more sense to save money instead of buying one and then later on saying, oh gosh, I wish I would have had the other part, and then you buy the other one and then you could have saved money. I do that. Well, I haven't done it for a long time, but I used to do it all the time. I'd think, oh my gosh, I can just get one. And then I ended up buying the other one. Okay, so we have the stamp set. You can see we have a nice little roller coaster here with some cars going around. We have the words, hey sunshine, enjoy the ride, happy birthday, celebrate. We have some palm trees in here. We have kind of a sparkle image. And then with the dies, we have a ticket, which could go around your words, right? You could stamp your words and then punch them or die cut them out within this ticket. We have some more sparkly type of images, more like a star burst or an asterisk, and then we have these 4-pointed sparkles. We have an arrow that has some holes through it as if it's kind of like one of those billboard type of lighted up signs, right? We have a roller coaster with some cars. You can actually die cut the cars separately and stick those on so they're a different color. And then we have some trees. And then this one right here is actually the cars that go with the, I have to turn them the other way, that go with the roller coaster. So here, we'll just stick them on like that. So you can actually have your car separate from the rest of the roller coaster in a different color. Pretty cool. All right, so we're going to stick those back in. This one goes in the dies. And this one goes in the stamps. Okay, next. Along with that, we have something new. They are puffy feeling stickers. So Stampin' Up! Has a couple new sets of puffy type stickers that are going to be available. And these are called the Beach Boardwalk Puffy Stickers. You can see we have tickets, balloons, ice cream, little dots, more tickets, but in smaller size, your sparkles, your arrows again, a little carousel. And one thing to note is that they are like a little bit squishy, but they're not so squishy that you kind of like push into them too much. But I think if you took your fingernail, you could maybe ruin the surface. So be careful with that. I'm not gonna do that, by the way. Gotta love the Ferris wheel, right? All right, and then next we have the designer paper. And I believe, I'm gonna just peek in my catalog one more time because I wanna make sure that I'm showing you the whole suite. Oops, I'm on the wrong page. So the suite, by the way, is sold in a collection, right? You can just use one order number and get the paper, the dies, the stamp set, and the puffy stickers. But also, this is one of those suites that has some coordinating scrapbooking type of products with it. So you'll want to check out all the new goodness when it's available on January 6th. So this is the paper, and the paper is always named for the name of the suite. So Beach Boardwalk, again, is the name of the suite. The colors are Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lolly, Petunia Pop, Pool Party, Pretty in Pink, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, Summer Splash, and Timid Tiger. There's a lot of colors, okay? Can you stamp on the stickers? That's a great question. I don't know, because you'd probably want to like stamp a little message on here, right? Well, it is a coated surface. So my guess is that you would not want to use just a regular classic ink, but yes, I'm almost like 99% sure that you could use StazOn on here. So, so you could use that StazOn solvent ink and stamp if you wanted to put messages inside your tickets. Yeah, I would do it. All right, next we have the papers. So we have all of these pretty designs, and they're double-sided, 12 by 12. And I'm going to zoom out because we have a lot to see here. So we have on the side, on the other side of this orangish into pinkish into purplish, sparkly swag type of, I don't know what you'd call those. It looks like little beaded garland, right? On the opposite side of that, we have gorgeous paper that you could cut into 6 pieces and have instant card fronts, okay? Yeah, I would say it's too slick to stamp on, again, with regular ink, because it's a very smooth coated kind of surface. So I wouldn't even try it with that. I mean, you could, and then you could try to wash it off, but I would go straight with the StazOn, okay? All right, so cutting it into thirds and then cutting it in this direction, depending on if you're, using A4 cardstock or letter size cardstock, you might have to make it shorter or whatever, but there you go. So instant palm tree cards. Then we have this one, which is purple into kind of a warmer pink tone. There's almost like they took and sponged a wall with paint. So it's very textury looking, as if it's, kind of padded on, the color's padded on. And then you have splatters of color. You can see that in there, just little, if somebody took a toothbrush and kind of splattered ink on. And on the back side, or the front side, I should say, of that are these beautiful smaller size palm trees, really close together, make a great background piece on a card. This one is stunning. Look at the yellow, how bright that is. It's almost like glow in the dark, right? So this is your lemon lolly into the purples, into the pinks, and almost got kind of an orangish tint here. But again, that same look that the last paper had here. The texture is a little softer, doesn't look as strong, but then you have that splatter look on parts and areas of the paper. It's gorgeous paper. On the other side, we have pieces that you could cut out and add to cards individually if you wanted to have images. We did have a question in our demonstrator group when we were doing a box opening for the products. My upline, Susan Campfield, and I did a box opening for our group. And we had the question if this image here would coordinate with the dies. So let me pull the dies in again. And, oops, they're over here. And so you can see that these dies are closed dies. They're not frame type dies. And so you can't really, use them as a framing type of cut. But if you go over the top of these, it does kind of look like they could line up. I did that with these images that are in the lower portion of the paper that you can see are cut away again already. I did that with those and discovered that they're not really meant to be cut out with the dies. They're the same size, but I would not use them together, and I will show you the results of that. Let me put these back and we'll pull these in. So we have our carousel, which, as you can see, does not cut out the cars in the carousel the same way. The carousel here has several cars, and the carousel from the dies has way less. So you can see they're not lining up with the dies. Okay, and then the palm trees, I don't know if I have both of them or just one, but you can see that there's pieces that are white, and it doesn't look like a perfect cut. So it almost looks like you made a mistake cutting. You could do it, but I don't recommend it. I would rather just have my Ferris wheel looking like that than like that. And then you have some paper coming up here that you can cut out for the tickets. So the ticket die, this one here, would be great to work with the paper. So now I will keep going through the papers so you can see them. Okay, and let me stack this over here. This is also similar to that first sheet where you have the garlands that have the little sparklies on them, right? And then that pool party background. And on the back side, There's where your tickets are, so you can cut them out by hand, or you could use the die cutting piece in the die set to do several of these. Not all of them would be cut out with the dies, but a lot of the tickets could be. And then we have this paper, and they both to me look like clouds. So, hi Brandy. So like a nice kind of sunny day with some beautiful colors in the sky reflecting on the clouds. On the back side of this one, or the front side, depending on how you look at it, we have that gradient look again, color to opposite, you know, kind of changing to another color, yellow to orange. And then we have little tiny sunshines on there. You see that? And this last one, OMG. Is this gorgeous? This is so pretty, right? Reflection of the sun onto the water in a pool, onto the water in the ocean, onto the water in a lake, whatever you want to call it. But it's just stunning. It just, you know, it's mesmerizing. I just love that sheet. One of my favorites from the pack. Okay, so we're going to set these things aside, and we're going to pull out the next suite. The next suite has a masculine feel to it, in that you've got like metal kind of looking embellishments. You've got some deep, rich colors. You have no flowers. You know, it's going to be a great one for any masculine cards that you want to do. And this suite is called, make sure I get this right. Hang on a minute. It's called Nature Walk. And so we have Nature's Symphony stamp set and the Nature's Symphony dies that coordinate with each other. We'll pull out the stamp set and the dies and take a closer look at them. So you can see that you can die cut this image here from the stamp. So you have your leaves that you can cut out. Okay, so you stamp them and then you can cut them out. Then you also have one more, and that's this one here, that you can stamp and cut out. These are frame type dies. So when you stamp something, you can lay it atop your image, you can see the image through it, and when you run it through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, you can cut it out as if you were to take a scissors and snip it all out yourself, right? Okay, now I don't know how this went on again. Then you have some individual dies. We have some textures. So this one gives kind of a little, like a crosshatch kind of look, scratching. And then this is more of a wood grain type of look. And then this here, you have rows of dots. Then you have these two, and these two are like individual leaves that you can have kind of stand on their own. So you just die cut them from whatever pretty paper you want. You could do textured paper, cardstock, vellum, and you can have some really pretty accent leaves to place on your project. So the stamps have I like you lots, to a great guy, you make me smile, thank you. So some great sentiments. The paper, actually let's do the embellishments next. So the embellishments that come with this are this Secret Sea ribbon. Now I'm going to zoom in just a bit. The B-sides of Boardwalk, yes, they're gorgeous, right? Pool paper. It's pretty stuff. Okay, so here's your Secret Sea ribbon. It's very sheer, you can see through it. It's thin, it's about 3/8 of an inch wide. It's called, what is it called? Bordered open weave ribbon, which makes sense because it's an open weave, but it has a border on each side. And when you tie with it, you get a nice flat bow because you are not having a lot of bulk in the ribbon itself. So let's just take a peek at that. And oh, another thing too, because of the open weave, it kind of has some move to it. Like you can take and adjust the ribbon so that it has like kind of a curved feel to it. It's just got a lot of flexibility in it. So it's a nice ribbon. We'll place it against the white. Sorry, there we go. And then the embellishments, like I said, they have a metallic look to them. In fact, they're heavy. So I wonder if they're made out of metal. I don't know. They're called faux bronze pentagons. So they're 5-sided shapes, obviously, pentagons. And then you have 2 different sizes. You have a larger size and a smaller size, because we like to do that on our projects, right? We like to embellish with multiple size little dots of accents. The designer paper, actually I'll show you this next because I like to save the designer paper for last. This is another paper that's in the pack. So it actually has some extra specialty paper that you get in this pack in the colors. Let's see here if I can remember. Maybe it's written on the back side. Yes, it is. Cream, gold, and tan. So we have for natural hues, textured specialty paper. We have the cream, what did they say? Cream, gold, and tan. Gold and tan, okay? So your gold is obviously your more yellowy look, and I'm too close up, I'm so sorry. And it's got kind of a handmade paper feel to it. I'm sure it's not handmade, I'm sure it's manufactured, but you can see like the fibers of the paper, you can see flecks of coloring as if the color wasn't dyed all the way through. It's like an imperfect, perfect paper, all right? And nice feel to it. You can see in that one embossed piece that I shared earlier, the texture, let's see if I can find that again. The texture really heightens when you emboss it too. You can just get a really great feel and look because you have the flecks of paper in there. It's gorgeous stuff. And when you tear it, you can see that it is dyed all the way through. So it's not like our two-tone cardstock. It's paper that's dyed all the way through, like true handmade paper is. Isn't that gorgeous? Yes, I'm glad you like it. And then the last part in this is the designer paper. So the designer paper in this pack is named after the sweet's name. It is called Nature Walk. We have the colors Balmy Blue, Blueberry Bushel, Cloud Cover, Crumb Cake, Garden Green, Lost Lagoon, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Pretty Peacock, and Secret Sea. So lots of colors that definitely can work with your masculine tone type of projects and cards and pages and etc. Okay, so very earthy, right? Let's take a peek at these papers. We have this one here. It's almost looks like somebody took a sponge and kind of sponged different colors on a canvas, swiped in a few areas. You can see the swipe marks. I bet that's how the artist did it. I don't know. And then this one looks like a bunch of daubers were taken and swirled on, right? Kind of cool. So two different kinds of greens. You can choose your green on that sheet. Here we have a very faint grid in the background. It's like the crumb cake or basic beige kind of color. On the back side, we have text, and you can try to read it. I've done that so many times where I've looked at papers or stamp sets or whatever that have images like this, and then I try to read it and I'm like, I don't think it even makes sense. So you can give it a go. Is the tan close to crumb cake? Let's pull out the crumb cake cardstock and check it out. I don't think so. I don't think so. No. So it's more of a, let me pull out kind of a sampler of colors here. I think, this one's kind of an old pack. Let me grab the pack that V just sent me. V sent me a packet of colors. Wasn't that nice of her? So we can take all the current colors and kind of like go through. So it's not really close to crumb cake, right? That's crumb cake. It's got kind of a light pecan pie look for the gold. I don't know about the tan. What's another one? It's probably why they call them cream, tan, and gold because they don't really match any of the colors. You get like 3 new colors, 3 new Stampin' Up! Colors. So yeah, I wouldn't say that they're close to pretty much anything. Would they even be close to vanilla? I don't know if I have vanilla in there. Hang on. Here's basic beige. Yep, not really close to that either. Let's see if we have vanilla in here. Vanilla, it would be close to cream. It's like vanilla's a brighter of the cream. But yeah, the colors are quite unique. Okay. Next. On the next sheet, we have swipes and kind of almost like they took a brush that you paint the walls with and use just the side of it and then splattered more paint. It's definitely a painty look, right? And then on the back side, you have this. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I just saw a TV show where they were changing out cabins, updating cabins in Maine. I forget the name of it. I think it's like something with cabins in Maine or whatever. Anyways, the house that they were featuring, they repainted to a color like this, and it just was so stunning in the woods. It was gorgeous. Here we have more of those circular swirls, only larger circles. Hello, Terry. And then the back side of that is just a nice, deep, rich blue. Just gorgeous, almost like a night sky. And then we have this one, which is really fun. So fun. Oh my goodness. And then the back side of that, super large grid that's rectangular-ish with kind of a grayish slate look. And then this one here, as if it came from some sort of notebook, and the back side of that. Isn't it pretty? I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, it's definitely paper to die for. Now, remember I was telling you with that Boardwalk suite that they have papers and packs and things like that that coordinate with scrapbooking. Well, so does this suite. So this one also has a front and a back portion in the catalog that are separate from the suite, but pieces that you can buy for scrapbooking. So there's a scrapbook workshop, there's a sticker and designer paper pack, and blah, 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 right? So here is the sticker pack that comes with the, oh, there's my extra tree. The sticker pack that comes with the paper. So you buy the stickers and the paper together. And here is the sheet. You can see all the different options you have for adding to scrapbook pages. Today was Unstoppable, No Boundaries, Explore, Walks, For the Record, Nature Walk, Take the Road Less Traveled. So lots of great titles for your pages, or mini titles, subtitles is what we could call them. Some border images. I love this one here. It's just a bunch of mountains. We don't have mountains necessarily in Minnesota, even though if you watch Little House on the Prairie, you'd think we would, but we don't. We have like high places and low places, but we wouldn't consider them mountains. But I just think that that's really, really pretty. Here's a row of trees. This is definitely Minnesota-ish. Little row of trees there. Very fun. So if you're new to my channel, you don't know this, but I have parents that live in the northern woods area of Minnesota. And so, and we've had the property since I was 5 years old. They live there now. And so we have lots of great memories from the cabin. And so I have lots of use for a suite like that. The last suite that I want to share with you is a cutesy one. And for that, I'm going to bring in some blends markers, I think. Oh, you know what? I don't even know where this came from. Let me find that. This is called Pearlized Faceted Circles. Hang on. Page 25. I wonder if it went with a suite that I didn't share. Oh, I know. It does go with a suite, but I didn't get the whole suite. So this is another product that you can get, but it's not necessarily, I don't have the suite to go with it yet. Yet. It's one that we're going to feature in our All-Star group for our set of tutorials. So now I'm going to buy it, but it's hard to buy everything all at once, right? And this suite is called, what is it called? It's called Lovely and Beautiful. It has a full pack of 12 by 12 paper in it. It's got 2 bundles, so 2 stamp sets and 2 dies. It's got some gorgeous ephemera in gold, some gold and white ribbon, and then these embellishments, which I just could not resist because it has colors that I love. I love Calypso Coral, pretty and pink, petal pink, and then we have white in there, and they've just got this nice little glow of pink all over. So I wanted to show you that. Again, that was called Pearlized Faceted Circles. Okay, now I'm going to bring you to this next suite, and I'll show you the paper first. How does that sound? So we have, it's called, the suite is called Cute as a Bug. And it is. It's so cute. So we have 12 by 12 paper in this one too. And I'm going to spread it out so you can kind of see peeks at it as we go. We have the mushrooms or toadstools, and we have stumps, tree stumps, little flowers, tiny little bits of flowers, leaves coming out here and there. And then on the back side, we have some great picnic, like a blanket type look, right? Picnic blanket pattern. For this one, you have your blackberries, strawberries, your strawberry flowers, you have your bees floating in there, obviously leaves, really bright and colorful. And then we have another kind of quilted type pattern, like a fabric pattern. This one has a bunch of cute little bugs on it. And I did test out my dies with this, and this one does not coordinate with the dies. Okay, you're gonna see the dies soon. But this one does not coordinate with the dies, but you could cut these out, just fussy cut them. I mean, that's what we did in the olden days, right? And on the back side of that, you have a third pattern that looks like a quilt or a blanket. Now we have this fun sheet, and again, no dies, but great scenes to build around your projects, your scrapbook pages, your cards, whatever. And I just love looking at all of the different things that are on this sheet, because you've got a bug that's playing is that a, I don't know, some kind of horn, clarinet or something. We've got some that are roasting a marshmallow and singing with a banjo, a bee bringing a balloon to somebody. Just cute stuff here. Really cute. Having cups of tea with flowers on top of a toadstool. On the back side, we have petal pink and white kind of splotched background, just a nice, simple, kind of everyday background paper. This one here is full of different sections that you could cut out, similar to that first sheet. Good morning, Tanya. Similar to that first sheet that I shared, or the first pack of paper that I shared with the Valentines in it, in that you can cut them out. Now, the back sides don't have the same shape, but you do have a background to it, so you can choose. But you've got scenes for your cards, so you could cut one of these out and make it become the main part of whatever you're creating. Okay, you could put little bugs sitting on a toadstool for your card. You could put little bugs hanging out on the ground here. You know what I mean? Just really great scenes. And the back side of that are leaves. And then this last paper is the one that will coordinate with dies. And you have, again, more bugs doing little things. They've got scenes. The background is white, so that's great because it will blend into your white cardstock that most people use when they make cards. They use, well, not most people, but we do love our white, don't we? Okay, so I'm going to take and bring in the stamps and dies now. We'll keep these here so you can take a peek at them. But we have the dies and the stamps that are called Sweet Bugs. So if you stamp any of these images here, all of these images except the little dots here can be die cut with one of the dies over here. You also have some extra dies, so I'll show those to you in a minute, but take a peek at those cute bugs. These are just so stinking adorable. I love bugs. Hello friend, love you lots, spread joy. Watering can, stinking cute. Okay, and now let's take a peek at the dies a little bit closer. So these are the dies that you would use to cut out your stamp set imagery. They all are frame type dies, and then these are more detailed dies. You get a ton of dies with this stamp set. You get some that would create some flowers instantly, some toadstools, some berries, tops of berries, flowers for the berries, little extra bugs, a butterfly, a snail, and what looks like a dragonfly type bug. And when you cut them, you get so many images just from the paper and dies. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to do a lot of coloring on your own, you can just die cut from the paper and get instant colored images cut out and ready to add to your projects. And that was cut from a corner of this paper here. So I just took it out of there, okay? All right, what else do we have in the suite? We have two other things. We have embellishments. I'm gonna keep the stamps handy here. We have embellishments. And in those embellishments, and I'm gonna zoom in so you can see them better, we have some little dewdrops or water droplets, and we have ladybugs, shiny little ladybugs. There is a slight transparency, so you don't want to have something super dark under these ladybugs. For instance, black paper, it's not going to make them stand out as well as it does if they're on a lighter paper, okay? So there's a slight transparency to them, but they're really cute. And they're low profile, like you can barely feel the bumps. The embellishments are called Ladybug Garden Epoxy Shapes. And then the ribbon that comes in this suite is called Specialty Rickrack in the color Old Olive. And it's a wonderful rickrack in that you've got these 3 strands of like thread or twine or whatever you want to call it, going back and forth to get that rickrack look. And then you've got this stitching through here to form the rickrack, which is basically scallops that are opposite of each other going in each direction, right? But it's see-through, it's sheer, like you can actually feel the thinness of it. So it's not like that heavy rickrack type of ribbon that you typically will see in paper crafting supplies. It's really going to be great to work with. And what a great border. It could become the ground on a card that you're making. And here are the stamps. And I thought we could just do a little coloring if that's okay. I'm going to bring in, let's see, I really love this flower. And it's simple. And then, I don't know, maybe the bug that's reading. Okay, so I'm gonna pull those off. I'm gonna mount them each onto a block. So I just let my stamp relax upside down so the flat surface is upright. Grab it with my block and a kind of diagonal grab. And these blocks are not the cleanest, so forgive me. I grab them diagonally so that I'm not relying on the edges of my block. When I stamp something down, I'm actually looking at the image. Stamps are clear, so that's awesome. I'm gonna grab some white cardstock, basic white cardstock. Grab a scrap of that, and I'm gonna grab some Tuxedo Black Memento ink. As far as colors go, I think I'll use Granny Apple Green. What kind of bug is that? Let's take a peek at it on here. Oh, it's a ladybug. So we could use a red color and maybe a grayish color and maybe like yellow for the book. So let me grab those. Daffodil, we have Lemon Lolly, we have, what is that, Poppy Parade? Ooh, Poppy Parade, I love Poppy Parade. And kind of a grayish coloring on the body. We'll use Smoky Slate. Okay, and then the next thing we want to do is have some scrap paper. Now I know I have scrap paper sitting there already, but we're just going to add a little bit extra scrap paper because alcohol-based markers soak through. Okay, we have some scrap paper. We have our cardstock layer that we want to stamp onto, and we're going to use StazOn ink. This is the Tuxedo Black Memento ink. So we're going to ink up. By the way, this live is probably going to go over an hour, just so you know. We're inking this up, and we're going to stamp onto here. And I'm not sure where. Well, let's put it up a little higher. We'll stick it right like that. And then we'll ink up our bug. This is a water-based ink, by the way. So let's see here. Let's just stick him or her right there. Do we have stamps that kind of give... Oh yeah, we have a grass one. Let's do a grass one. So I'm playing now. This is the portion of the video where I'm gonna create something super simple and small, but I'm gonna talk about some upcoming specials. So let's add some grass and miniature flowers near and around. I don't know, let's just do a couple layers of earth here. We'll do some more grass. Okay. So we've got our scene. Now we're gonna grab our blends markers. And I love, because the blends markers come in a 2-pack. So, and I've labeled these, you don't get them labeled, but I have a dark and a light Granny Apple Green. There's 2 ends. You have a bullet tip and you have a brush tip, and the brush tip you want to keep pointed, so be really careful with your markers. I'm grabbing the light one first, and I'm just going to go through my leaf overall with the light green to give it a good base color. And my eyes are kind of going wonky on me right now, so I might have to grab my readers. Now I'm going to use my dark one. And do you see how I'm taking the cap off? I'm holding the whole barrel and I'm pushing, or I'm pulling, I should say. I'm pulling with these fingers so that the cap pulls straight. Because if you pull like this, you can sometimes bend the tip of your markers. You don't want to do that. We're going to add some dark color, dark green, to the base of the leaf. And we'll just go like this and make it look kind of blah for now. Okay, we've got our dark color in there. And then we're gonna come back with our light color, and we're gonna do this kind of swirling motion. And we'll bring our colors together with that swirling motion. You can see how they're already blending. That's the name, or hence the name blends, right? So blends markers are on sale. They're on sale right now, you guys, and they are one of the best coloring tools. Plus, we have very affordable alcohol-based markers. That's what our blends are. And that is the reason why they blend so nicely, is because they're an alcohol-based marker. So you'll want to check that out. I'm going to show you where to go to on the website, but let's take our next color. This is our Poppy Parade, which is one of my favorite reds because it's bright and cheerful. And we're just going to come in here with our light. Again, it's a very basic process to go light, dark, light. Okay, so I'm doing my light for overall, just to get moisture of the alcohol-based marker in there. And then I'm coming in with some shadowy red back here, because you know that it's darker underneath the ladybug's head and more towards the back. But then it gets lighter as it comes around, and you can see it. And then we can take, and it allows you to create easy 3D look to your projects without a lot of effort. So now we have that blended look on that. Let's do the book. And I think I'll do the book in Daffodil Delight. So I have my light Daffodil Delight. Oh, and the tip on my Daffodil Delight, the tip on my Daffodil Delight is very, you can't even see it if I put my hand there. It's very squishy. I just bought a whole new set of Daffodil Delights because there's a sale. But yeah, my Daffodil Delight is quite a wreck right now. I can barely push down with it because it's so soft and squishy. So what makes them soft and squishy? You you color embellishments. I color embellishments with them. And when you color embellishments with them, you're gonna have issues, okay? So just know that if you're going to color your rhinestones, if you're gonna color your ribbons, if you're gonna do any kind of coloring of embellishments, you'll want to make sure that you have like a second set of that favorite color so that you don't have markers that you can't use on paper. These I can't use on paper. The belly of the bug we'll do in a gray color. And we're using our light smoky slate. I did see, I don't know who it was that posted that Granny Apple Green is sold out. So here's the thing. We had a Black Friday sale announced. I'm gonna do the head too, because the bug is dark, right? So we have a Black Friday sale that's happening, and this is the first time Stampin' Up! Has had a Black Friday sale. Things sold out instantly within the first hours of the first day. And so there are certain things that are left. Don't get frustrated about the things that are gone. They're working their butts off, I'm sure, to try to replenish supplies, but it is while supplies last. So if the supplies are not replenished, you know, in time for the rest of the sale, then of course, and they probably won't be, then of course you can't get them on sale. But, so now we're swirling those colors together to give it more of a blended look. And we have our cute little bug. I haven't colored the flowers yet, but you get the idea that blends markers are so super easy to work with, and they are a great option for coloring. So now I'm gonna set up my computer here because I wanna show you how to find some of this information. Okay, hang on just a second. I'm gonna go out of this. I was trying to do something really, oh here, oops, that's not it. Okay, now we can go. All right, I'm bringing you over to my computer screen. This is my website, stampyourartout.com. If you've never been there, again, it's stampyourartout.com. This is my home base. This is where I share lots of stuff. So you can go and visit my blog. You can shop online from here. You can learn more about joining my demonstrator community. But if you click on one of these blog posts, so let's just click on the latest one. This is my, sorry about that. This is my paper pumpkin alternates that I just shared. You can see there's more things along the side here too. So if you're interested, you can click on any of this stuff, subscribing to Paper Pumpkin, seeing me, what I share on Pinterest, all of that kind of goodness. And then if you go all the way down to the bottom of any post, so we're going to scroll all the way down. This was a big one. It shares all of the promos. Okay. So we're in the midst right now of the Black Friday sale. I'm going to click on this. It says shop the online store, and it should take us to a screen where we can go see the Black Friday sale. Okay. You can see some items are sold out. It will say currently unavailable. Oh, this is interesting. It looks like it's giving us prices in a different country. Hang on a minute, because those are not the prices. I'm going to come back and do a quick little fix here. That's interesting. I might have to go in as a non-incognito screen. Let me go to the top here. We don't want to show you the wrong prices because the blends markers are definitely not that much. Okay, hang on. I'm going to just go into a regular non-incognito screen and be logged in as a customer so you can see what I'm seeing, okay? I don't know what happened. Okay, here we go. Let's give this a try again. So it is a popular green. Yes, the garden green. I don't know. That is a great question, Linda. Linda asks, why isn't there a garden green set of blends? They don't have blends for every single color. They just have it for select colors. But you can get, with the dark granny apple green, you can get close to that olive green coloring. All right, so we're gonna click on the banner. It will take us to the Black Friday sale. Oh, there we go. Prices are much more reasonable. You can also go to the drop-down menu, and my head's in the way, but there's a drop-down menu that says specials, and when you click on that, you can choose Black Friday sale. So we're in the Black Friday sale. You can sort. I'm just gonna sort by low to high price, because then things kind of cluster together. Look at all the adhesives that have sold out, you guys. Currently unavailable, currently unavailable, currently unavailable, like a lot of them. And I apologize on behalf of Stampin' Up. I'm sure it's because, you know, it's the first time we've had the Black Friday sale and things just like went. But they'll be back. That's why they're still showing in the online store. It's not like they're sold out for good. But look at all the blends markers that are still available. So I'm not sure. Someone said on here that the Granny Apple Green is gone, but there's other colors in here that you'll want to take advantage of because they are really, really great prices. I mean, normally $11 for a 2-pack and now $6.60 in the US. So this is really, really an awesome thing to look at. Whoops, sorry about that. So check that out. Now I'm going to go back to my incognito window if I still have it up. I don't. Okay, so I'm going to go over here because I have to set something up again because I want to show you the other, oh, here it is. I want to show you the other things, the other promotions. We're going to talk about them. So make sure you get in on that because the last day to get in on the Black Friday sale is December 1st. So the next promotion that I want to tell you about, and we'll go back to the computer, is Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday Paper Pumpkin prepaid sale. This is only to do with Paper Pumpkin. I just created this video yesterday, edited it and uploaded it, and I will link it in my promotion area so you can view it. But it walks you through how to get a Paper Pumpkin prepaid, whether you're a new subscriber or whether you're a current subscriber. And especially if you're a current subscriber, there is a way to take advantage of this Cyber Monday sale without having 2 December kits shipped to you, okay? So that's what the video is about. Again, I will link it after this so that you can see that, and it's gonna walk you through it. But basically, everybody and anybody who wants to purchase Paper Pumpkin at a 25% discount, whether it's 3 months all at once, 7 months, and when I say all at once, I mean you're paying for them all at once, but you buy 3 months worth, 6 months worth, or 12 months worth. And you can save 25%, like literally for a whole year's worth of Paper Pumpkin. you're getting 25% off. So it's a really good deal, and I don't want anyone to miss out on it. So that video will be linked here. The other thing that is happening, just talked about the January through April mini catalog, plus the other products that are debuting in January, those online exclusives. But new kits are added every single month. We have new kits that are added in the kits collection. These are the two of the newest ones. I haven't seen peaks of the next ones yet, but just know that in early December, probably on the 2nd, there will be more kits added to the kits collection, and those are always fun. Let me look at my notes really quickly. I want to make sure I'm telling you all about those. I think there were 5 things I wanted to address because there's a lot going on. Oh, last chance list. So in the store, I'm going to go there now to the online store. Hang on. So in the store, there is a section that you can go to that, and now the Black Friday stuff is working in my incognito window. Okay, so there's a section you can go to under, I think it is under specials. Yep, last chance. So last chance products, when you click there, you're gonna see some items that are not going to be around for a long time. Like once something is put in the last chance list, it is on its last set of inventory, and if you want it, you better get it before it's gone, okay? There are some things in here that are also on sale, like these dies went from 23 to 16. So you can get up to 60% off. The last chance products will be refreshed on December 2nd. Okay, it's also the first Tuesday of the month. So you have lots of things happening on December 2nd. We have the last chance list, we have the new kits. Okay, so just know that these items here, how many pages do we have of this? Oh, 1 page. Know that there's going to be several more pages of last chance items on December 2nd. So you'll want to go there to check that out and save big. Consider Christmas gifts, right? You could maybe get in on some Christmas gifts. And let me peek at my notes. All right. Blends, Black Friday sale, Cyber Monday sale, last chance. New kits. Oh, product of the month. Okay, product of the month is the last thing that I wanted to share about, and I don't have anything really like, I mean, I have a graphic I can share with you, but it's not showing you the product of the month yet, but I'll just pull that up so you can kind of like get a feel for what the promotion advertisements are going to look like. Okay, so we have product of the month coming. The first day of that is December 2nd. So that's another December 2nd thing. On December 2nd, you can take advantage of product of the month. You get to purchase one exclusive product of the month each and every month. So there's a December product, there's a January product, February, a March, and April, and May. Okay, so they're going to do this for the unforeseeable future, right? They're starting this new program, and the product of the month is always in the US just $5. How do you purchase the product of the month? You have to have a qualifying order first. So you're going to first have a $75 order. It's kind of like that minimum for free shipping too, right? So you have your minimum $75 order in the US, and then you can choose to add the product of the month, which is exclusive. It's just for that month. It's really, really cool, and it's for $5. Once you purchase your product of the month for that month, you can't buy any more, which is the sad part. But who knows? Maybe in the future they'll change things up. But right now, that's how the program is starting. And so you can get that exclusive product and be like, this is so cool. I'm one of the very few who has it. And then you can play around with it. The product of the month will range from packs of 12 by 12 designer paper to stamp sets to sets of dies. Like there's all kinds of things that they're putting into the future of this program that are really cool and definitely worth more than $5, okay? All right. 10-minute video on it from last night that talked about the product of the month. Yeah, so Debbie, I did a product of the month video for my YouTube members, and that's probably what you saw, but because someone asked about it, and so I just came on and did a quick video for all of you, but this is going live to everybody, so I hope that that helps. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about a video from Stampin' Up? Okay. Oh, and Paper Pumpkin. Someone's saying you can skip it anytime. Yes, absolutely. So the great thing is if you buy 12 months worth of Paper Pumpkin, you don't have to get 12 months in a row. you can get the December kit because the December kit has to ship, period. But then you can skip January and February, and then maybe get March, and then April, May, and then maybe you're off for the summer. And so you can make that 12 months last for however long you want. Thank you for bringing that up, Diane. I'm gonna peek through some comments here to see who else kind of chimed in. What colors is the buggy paper? Sorry about that, Brandy. I forgot to share that, didn't I? The colors for the Cute as a Bug paper are Basic Black, Blackberry Bliss, Cajun Craze, Cloud Cover, Crushed Curry, Daffodil Delight, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, and Very Vanilla. Okay, and the demonstrators, yes, they do get, if you're a demonstrator, you get a discount on top of everything, all the promotions, like you get extra. So it's always best to be on the demonstrator side of things to get in on the deals plus the discount, right? Yes, I had my pink hair on last night. Yes, that was in the video. And we were decorating our tree. Or not our tree, but our little Department 56 stuff. Okay, can we add product of the month to a Paper Pumpkin yearly subscription? Oh, no, you can't. No, and the reason why I'm very sure of that is because subscriptions are purchased in a whole different way than other product. You can't do add-ons with a subscription order. You can't do paper, adhesives, nothing. So the product of the month and subscriptions are separate. Sorry about that. Okay. Just peeking. Okay. Gosh, I hope I'm 100% correct on that. All right, let's go get set up for the show and share portion of the video, which is cards and gifts that I have been given by several of you, and I can't wait to give you all this fun inspiration, okay? So this is inspiration from several of you who are out there, and while I'm setting that up, I'm just gonna take a peek at the demonstrator side of things really quick, because I wanna check to see if I can answer my own question. But I really honestly believe that you cannot get in on the product of the month through, I have to go into the demonstrator side, with a Paper Pumpkin subscription, because Paper Pumpkin subscriptions are completely separate in their purchasing system. Paper Pumpkin sale. You know what? I'm going to go into product of the month. Maybe that would be where I need to go. Product of the month. Let's see if they have a frequently asked questions section in there. I'll take a peek through it while I'm sharing some stuff. Oh, here it is. Do Paper Pumpkin subscriptions qualify? Do not. Sorry about that. Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm seeing a do. A prepaid 3, 6, and 12-month Paper Pumpkin subscriptions and month-to-month do not apply towards qualifying amount for the product of the month. Sorry. Refills, pass kits, and add-ons do apply towards the qualifying amount, but not the actual subscription. Phew, I started sweating there for a minute. Okay, do I have the stamp of the month or the product of the month, and can I explain it, please? I just got done explaining it, but I can't share the actual image of the product of the month. We were shown it when we were in Las Vegas for our leadership convention in November, but we were told not to share images, and I want to respect that request. But I can tell you that it's a pack of really pretty bluish tones in 12 by 12 paper for December. I don't know what future months are. And again, $75 order in the US qualifies you for adding on the product of the month for $5. And the whole order itself has to be $75 or more. It can't be accumulating orders. So you can't purchase like $20 at the beginning of the month and then another, I don't know, $60 later on in the month. Does that make sense? You have 3 pages of last chance on your page. I wonder if you're looking on a different device. You know, it's so weird. I don't know how many there are, but on my computer, it was showing 1 page. So maybe I had it set up for 90, the view of 90 rather than 30. Anyways, it's going to be longer. It's going to be longer. Okay, let me share with you. I have some cards that I haven't shared since, where's my button? Here it is. Since, gosh, I want to say September. September, there's a few cards that I have not brought out because that's our last show and share that we had was actually backstage goodies. And so this show and share is showing off some cards that I've received from many of you since the show and share before that. So this Sympathy card, gorgeous. This is some really pretty paper. You could probably achieve that by stamping white onto black cardstock and letting it dry to get that grayish white look on black paper. This card is from Carol Smith. We had a passing in our family, someone very close to us. My husband's mother passed away. She'd been suffering with some dementia and Lewy bodies and lots of things for a couple of years. And so it's been a hard road, but now her body is at peace. And we received several sympathy cards that I shared with you back then, and there's a few more that rolled in, so I just want to share those, and then I can send them off to my husband to add with the rest of the collection. So thank you so much, Carol, for this beautiful, beautiful sympathy card. And thank you to all of you who sent me messages too. It was very sweet. This sympathy card is from Marcia Mendenhall, and she used a suite of products that I told her, I said, I don't have it. And I keep seeing all these beautiful cards with it. So you'll see something in the future here on this video of what she sent me. But look at this gorgeous bird, right? This dove has wings that fly. It's just really pretty. The next and last sympathy card that we received, oops, it's got stuck to the envelope. This one is from Elizabeth Hasey, and it's got this really, really cool fold to it. Gorgeous papers. Just a bit of twine through here so that it doesn't distract too much from the beautiful imagery, and then the with sympathy message on the top. So thank you to those of you that sent the sympathy cards. And then we have some birthday cards. These trailed in. Now, my birthday was back in August, so I shared a bunch of birthday cards on the last show and share. And these next cards, I had one card that was received late to me, but we also had a couple stamped birthday cards that were sent by my mother to my husband and my son. They have birthdays end of September and beginning of October. So this is the one that was gifted to me. Isn't that cute? It's a little camera. And this is by Elizabeth Atkins. A little shaker card. It's so pretty. So thank you, Elizabeth. And then this one and the next one were made by my mom. My mom likes to paper craft also. So my husband loves to run. I mean, any day where he can get out there, he's a happy man. And so he goes running, and that's the card that my mom and dad sent to him that my mom made. And then this is a perfect card for my son, who is the bodybuilder fanatic in our family. He loves to lift weights. He works at the gym. He's been in a couple competitions. So that is the card that my mom sent to him. So she found some of these silhouettes online, printed them off, and then cut around them. I see a couple of questions coming through. Can you get more than one product of the month with subsequent orders? You cannot. You're limited to just one product of the month per month at this time. I did ask that question when we were at in Las Vegas for Backstage, the convention. I asked one of the, people that knew everything. Anyways, Dave told me that at this time we cannot. So it's a limit of one per person. So if you place $75 in the month of December, you can still only get one product of the month for December. Oh, good. Yes, you're answering each other. Thank you, you guys. Okay. Did I understand that you can say there's a free skipping on orders of 75 or more? Not sure what you mean by that, Sandy, that there's a free skipping on orders of 75 or more. Can you clarify? Okay, I have some Halloween cards. Halloween cards coming through. Thank you. Yeah, I think she's pretty good. All right, so she's artsy. I remember when I was little, she would be at the phone. You know how the phones were connected to the walls back then? So she'd be talking on the phone in our kitchen at the counter. And she'd be drawing on her little notebook, just doodling. She just doodled all the time. She was an artsy, yeah. And her mom would do oil paintings. So grandma was an oil painter. Okay, Brandy says, if you see a die in the last chance, but not the stamp set, but you do see the stamp set in a bundle, does that mean the stamp set is not being retired? Correct. So sometimes they keep one part and not the other. And it might be more affordable depending on the prices. So if the bundle is still available, check out that price and then check out the price of the two things separately, because when something's put in last chance, it could be discounted. And then that purchasing it separately from the stamp set, if it's discounted, might be a better price than the bundle at that point. So sometimes, yeah, they hang on to one piece, but not the other. So this cute card was gifted to me by Sandy Lincoln, and it has like this little bookmark thing that you can peel off or, you know, tear off. Super cute. I love that owl. I miss that owl. I just looked through some birthday cards because I was gifting one to my brother, and we have my mother's last name, her maiden name is Ugla or Ugla, however you want to pronounce it, but it means owl, and so we love owls in our family. This really cute fun fold card was gifted to me by Joan Ballinger. And she goes, I apologize for the retired products, but oh my gosh, I love this. I remember this stamp set, the scallop punch we used to have, stinking cute. Like, never apologize for whatever products you're using. They don't have to be current. I love receiving cards. I get inspired by you. That fold is inspiring to me. Does she mean the shipping? That's what Diane says. Let me go back and question that again. Did I understand that you say there's free shipping? Oh, free shipping. Okay, no. I was comparing it to free shipping promotions. Sorry about that, Sandy. So when Stampin' Up! Does have a free shipping promotion, the minimum order is $75. So it's comparable to, like, the stamp or the product of the month is comparable to that, in that the minimum amount for an order is $75. Okay? Sorry if you misunderstood what I had said. All right, so here we have another Halloween card, super cute. Oops, get that open here. And this one with the cute little imagery is from Karen Sims. Oh, I love cute imagery. And I love how people also like decorate their envelopes. That was from Karen. Let's see here. This one here, Virginia also decorated her envelope. So she's got little bats on here. I'm covering up her address, but she decorated that and stuck it onto the back side of her card, slipped it into a clear envelope, and then this, of course, I think has to be on the outside. I don't know why it's scratched through. I wonder, maybe this was on the outside somehow. Anyways, it's a great way to do it, but just make sure your stamp's on the outside. But you can then send your card through the mail where you can actually see it in the envelope. It might cost extra postage, just so you know. But this is from Virginia Phillips. And it's a slider card. Let me get it going here. Isn't that cute? A little hippo going off to trick or treat. I know this holiday is past, but just think for next year, right? Okay, next card. This is using a die that we had that kind of gave like really cool layers, but she turned it into a ghost. So this is from Pat Zerga, who also decorated her envelope to match. And if you can see, that's punch art, right? You've got your oval for the mouth, you've got your eyeballs, some glitter paper on the back side. Really cute card. This is one that used Past Paper Pumpkin. So I love it, I love it. Pammy Lou, I love saying your name, Pammy Lou. But Pam Braithwaite sent me this card. And she used a Past Paper Pumpkin kit that was triangle boxes. So she cut the box sections out, and you can see here that it's a triangle, right? The curved edge there. So it's a triangle, and she cut and then made it into kind of like that burst or sunburst, starburst kind of design using those pieces. And this trick or treat card was sent to me by Janine Froberg, a friend from like way back. We've known each other since grade school. So she did some cute little trick-or-treat containers with candy in them. Thank you, Janine, for that. And then this one here is from Lisa Marshall. And Lisa Marshall, I believe, yes, thank you, you guys. Okay, so this card here, she used some dies by Lawn Fawn to create this look and then gave me the measurements. So last night we had some creations in our exclusive YouTube membership live for my supporting members, where we took and we put a gift card on and we created a fun card. And I'll share that in a future blog post, so you'll want to be subscribed to my website so that you can see that. Here's the back side. That's where she did her writing for the card. And then, of course, she decorated the envelope. Okay, next. We have a set of thinking of you, thank you, cards that maybe my demonstrators sent to me along with swap cards. This is using that beautiful Flora washi tape, the embossing folder that goes with the celebratory sips suite. These really cool rectangular dies. It's just a stunning little conglomeration of images. And this is from Brenda Eubin. This card is, let's see here. I made this, these are the wedding thank you notes that I made for my son. So beautiful, beautiful, using, I think it's the boho blue paper and some past designer paper we had, embossed image here, gorgeous. So that was from Liz Perry. And then this card here is from Claudia, and it's a pocket card. Isn't that fun? I love it. Lots of creativity, right? The magnetic sheet, she wants to know the size. That is from Stamp and Storage, and the size for the sheets. And I do have links to Stamp and Storage. Let me get a ruler here. I think it's 5. It's like they're made for the new packs, by the way. 5 1/8 by 8 1/2. Okay, from Stamp and Storage. Okay. All right, this next card is from Donna Marshall. Bright and cheerful and colorful, with a little bit of shimmer on the wings of the butterfly using Wink of Stella. A nice band here going across. Strips of pretty paper going through. An embossed corrugated background. Just really colorful and pretty. This card, let's see here, because there was something special about it. Oh, yes. Well, there's something special about every card, but I wanted to tell you that Tracy Schumacher, she sent me this card. I love the way she colored it, by the way. So this is an embossed paper, and then she took and colored over the top to get the embossing to really stand out. But her message inside was so sweet. It was basically empathizing with me about my son moving away. And it is a tough time. I'm excited for him, but there's times where I just like miss him so very much. So Stamp and Storage is having a sale too. I know, and I've been so bad about advertising for that. It's been crazy. It's been busy, but maybe I can add that information in the video link too when we're done. Becky Ewing has gifted me several cards lately. So here is one, and she put lots of different messages on the inside. This is obviously a layer from the Kits Collection kit with the, is it called Handmade and Heartfelt or something? It's the one with the box. And then she's got this gorgeous paper from the charm, has the word charm in it. So that was from Becky Ewing. And then this card is also, I believe, also from Becky Ewing. And she just gifted me a blank usable card. So she's got a stamp on it and everything that I can use to send to somebody. This card is from Virginia Phillips, and it's one of our Kits Collection kits that unties to reveal your message. Thanks a bunch for your love and support. She went through a hard time, and we were there for her as a team. I think a lot of people gave some great messages to her, maybe sent some cards, but it's been a rough year. So that was from Virginia Phillips. And then this card is from Cindy Howard, also a team member. Look at that beautiful shimmer paper. This is like a white shimmer paper. It's gorgeous. And I love these arches. I need to use them more. Here's the washi tape floral again, right? So another sweet message from Cindy Howard. This card is from Brenda Eubin. And this little piece goes right in here like that. So you can stand up your card. And it's got this really fun quilted look on it. After it's been quilted, then she did embossing. So the embossing is in the paper, the designer paper, as well as the cardstock. So that is from Miss Brenda Eubin. There's the inside. And then this Thinking of You card has a fun little flap going over the top with the sentiment. Floral Charm, thank you, Terry. And then the opening like that. This is from Gail Beth. And this note is from Nancy Keebler, also sent with swaps. So a lot of these cards were sent with swaps from my team. Some of them were not, but just thinking of you and thank you type cards. Then we have a set of cards that are congratulatory cards, and we're almost through the stack. We have some congratulatory cards. This one is from Tony Shaw, and I love this. And you remember this paper that we used to have that's kind of got that holograph look? So she did, and then this was designer paper we had too. So she did kind of a little planet there, celebrating you as a blast. And then I have this one from Gail Beth Rice. Gorgeous. I love how she edged the layer here with some sticky like Versamark ink and then sprinkled on the silver embossing powder to get a dipped look, almost like silver dipped all over. Really pretty. Here's a fun fold that was inspired by Susan Campfield's Fun Fold project. And this card is from Kimberly Dolan. And I think she said that she did all her Christmas cards with this style fold too. It's a fun one. Gorgeous, right? I love the way the front layer pops out. And then we have this card from Trisha Josephs. And I love all the greens. I'm in love with the greens. You guys are so sweet. Thank you for complimenting the creators by messaging or sending your words of awe and you know, anyways, your compliments are nice. Thank you. Then this card is from Kim Narveson, and really pretty on the inside too. She's got a little strip here. Gorgeous. I love the way this was done with the blending brush to give it a grounded look on the cup. And this last one is from Stampin' Up. So Stampin' Up gives you cards when you reach certain things too, some milestones. And so got it signed by lots of people. Very fun. Okay, the next set. These are gifts. So I received, from Pam Dale, I received these compression gloves. So you take and you put them on and you can wear them throughout the day. Obviously I've worn this one and forgot to turn it right back. Okay, so you wear these throughout the day and they give your hands comfort so that you can, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, so that you have that secure feeling and it helps kind of keep the muscles nice and warmed up and yeah, gives you a comforting feeling. It's great for people who have hand issues. So she sent me, because she didn't know what size I wore, so she sent me 2 pairs of small and 2 pairs of medium. Wasn't that sweet? Thank you, Pam. And then I received this gift, a card first from Marcia Mendenhall. That's a really cute fun fold using the Hobby Haven collection of products. I love it. So cute. And there's like even a place to write back here. And then, because I did not, I don't think I even attended this event, but it was a Stampin' Up! Event for demonstrators called Creativity Now. It was in the summer, and I think I was like doing something else. I mean, we had all kinds of things happening this summer, but she sent me the parts and pieces to make the projects because I did not attend it. And she even loaned me her stamp set and dies. Okay, and then we have a gift that I just received last night. This is from Susan Holmes. So she sent me a card that I could reuse and gift. And that's, oh, and look at, this is a little message. I didn't even see this. It fell, here we go. So it's basically a happy Thanksgiving message, thankful, an envelope with a cute flap on it. And then she gave me 2 adorable little sticky note pads that are fall themed. And let me take it out of here. This is a room freshener. So you put your scent, whatever you want, inside here. And then throughout the day, the heat that it gets from the electricity helps to heat up the scent and bring it into the room. And I believe this glows too. I haven't even plugged it in yet, but leaves, hello. So cute. So thank you so much, Susan, for that. And then I have some Thanksgiving cards. You know what? I do have to share these too. These are ones that I couldn't identify. I don't know who they're from. They're blank on the, oh no, this one's, okay. Never mind, I just figured it out. Sharon Cole. Sharon Cole. I forgot to open this one up, but they were all stacked together. And the first two that I looked at didn't have any words in them. And so I had forgotten after I got it. I'm like, whose cards are these from? They're from Sharon Cole. So she sent me one with a message on the inside, and then she gave me 2 blank Halloween cards. Sorry that I forgot to share those earlier, Sharon. And then these are all Thanksgiving cards. This one is from Sandy Lincoln, using those cute arches and some toadstools. And look at the grassy stuff she put down here. She wrote on the back side, by the way, because there's no room to write on the front side or on the inside. This card is from Kathy Evans, using one of the past paper pumpkin kits. I love the blue and green, how she did the background there. And I'm sure she did that on a separate layer, and then she stacked it all. Really pretty. So that's from Kathy Evans. These are all Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving cards. And then, where did Pam get the gloves? I believe on Amazon, because they were sent to me through Amazon with a little Amazon message. Reach out to me personally and I can ask her and give you the link, okay? Oh, those were your Halloween cards? Are you serious? Because it says in the message, I'm sorry, Marcia. I reached out to you earlier this morning, but then I didn't hear you. Just finished 13 Halloween cards. I attribute this. Oh, she's just telling me about things that she did. Okay, so these are from you. Thank you, Marcia. I just didn't go back to my messages to see if you had replied. I messaged her this morning. I messaged Marcia this morning saying, did you send me these? And then I never looked at my replies. Thank you, Marcia. Okay, thank you. So then this card is from Joanne Ryder. And check this out. It has like a little pulling message that comes out. I've done cards like this, where this is like a pocket and you pull a gift card up and out. But I like this. I like this little side pull like that. That's really cute. So thank you so much, Joanne Ryder. My apologies, Marcia. Thank you. And then this card here is like a fun fold, a nice basic kind of fold that is like that accordion where you take a designer paper and you stretch it. It has one little fold in it right in the middle, but super cute way to show off designer paper. This is from Becky Ewing. And she also decorated her envelope flap. And then this Happy Thanksgiving card is from Lisa Marshall. This flap lifts up because it tilts this way. And there is Lisa Marshall's Thanksgiving card, really cute. This one here is from Sally Ellsworth. I love the little pattern of the designer paper that she did on here. Cute little butterfly in the middle. That is from Sally Ellsworth, who also did the cover of, or the flap of her envelope. And then we have this card, Warm Wishes, using some cute little imagery found here and there. It looks like some are from, I don't know, papers or catalogs or whatever, but there's like some that are dies, some that look like stamped pieces that are cut out. Really cute collection. It makes you just want to sit there and look at all the miniature images. You got ducks in there. There's acorns. Stinking cute. This is from Genevieve Bean, Eve Bean. And then I have this card from Galbeth Rice, who also did her envelope. And it's using that pumpkin set that is so pretty. Gosh, I love that one. And then this last card is a great way to use your scraps up. This card is from Cindy Howard, and she put strips of designer papers and cardstocks and foil paper in there, and then put one of those pretty leaves that's currently available on the top, the one that you can stitch if you want to. Really cute. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I am spoiled, you guys. Any questions that I missed, make sure that you shout them out, because I am going to stay on here for just a little bit because there's that delay, right? And I want to make sure I get to them. So we want a link to the paper pumpkin video that I made that's helpful into my blog post. What else did I say I was going to do? Oh gosh, there was something else that I said I was going to do and I forgot. I'll have to go back and watch the video. Oh, the wind is crazy where you're at, Debbie. Yeah, you were saying, someone was saying that at the beginning about Texas. It's really windy there. We've had some wind here too, but I don't think it's windy today. I'll go back in the comments and scroll through and see what you guys asked about. Did you like it? Did you get inspired? It was a video that was a little longer, but those show and shares tend to be that way. I hope that you learned a lot about the promotions that are happening, ones that are coming up soon, got a taste of the new products, and got inspired by all the creative ideas that were shared. Thank you all so much for joining me. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out, okay? Bye-bye.